Hey, what's up? Grandma here. Today I did what more grandmas should do, and I played some Elden Ring. I made a video a couple weeks ago testing the maternal staff, and it got me wondering about how the other passive bonuses of other staffs stack up. So I did some more testing. Specifically Lusat's Glintstone staff and how to get the max damage out of any of your spells using the passive effects with offhand staffs. I got some interesting results, and that's what today's video is all about. So let's see how the testing went, and you can be the judge. Disclaimer, I am not a mathing kind of grandma, and I fully accept my math might not be mathin'.
Do not have your superior intellect and education.
I am also no expert. I can make some busted cookies though, so leave a comment and let me know if you have any other ideas. I'd love to hear them. On my journey to getting good, I've mostly used Lusat's Glintstone staff in my offhand and a melee weapon in my main. My one-stop shop for all sorceries, regardless of flavor. With enough mine stacked up, I could afford to sacrifice the extra faith point consumption. I used it because not only does it have an S scaling with intelligence, but it just does so much more damage than any other staff in the game. And for a pure intelligence glass cannon build like mine, one cast could be the difference between smashing your opponents to bits or making that run of shame back to your runes.
Running!
And hey, my viewers mean so much to me. I've almost hit that 300 sub mark. So if you're enjoying this video, help a grandma out and click that like button. And if you haven't yet and you really want to be nice, you can hit the subscribe button too. Or not, you do you, boo. Alright, back at it. Lusat's gets even better when you main it paired with a different staff in your offhand, providing you with passive damage bonuses, such as the Carrion Regal Scepter for its boost to full moon spells, and the Gelmer Glintstone staff to add some extra heat to your magma magic. Those are 2 of the 5 I tested for this video. I played around with a bunch of different combinations to see if the passives would stack with each other, whether it mattered if both staves were leveled, it doesn't by the way, and which spells fit my playstyle to build theory the best. In each test I did, I got a marked difference in damage using Lusat as my main while holding a corresponding staff in my offhand to passively increase the damage of the spell being cast. There was one clear exception to this, however, and that was when I was using the Staff of Loss. Let me explain. In most cases, the passives do not stack. 2, however, do. The Meteorite staff, which boosts gravitational sorceries by 30%, and the Staff of Loss, which boosts invisibility sorceries also by 30%. Now, the Meteorite staff, even with its stacking passive bonus, still gave me better results when using Lusat's in my main. That's because it can't be upgraded, so its damage just doesn't provide enough to make the stacking bonus worth it.
Tells me that you
just as
have
God
not
made
got
me,
my
so.
reservations.
The Staff of Loss, well, she's another story. This passive stacks multiplicatively. Basically, if you dual carry this weapon, you become a magical maniac, especially when using Night Comet. And by carrying it as an alternate main hand weapon, you can save on FP consumption while just running along picking off baddies. Think of it like driving a hybrid. You can switch to gas whenever you need the extra. Well, unless of course you've died over 100 times. Insert your hardest boss fight here, and you've tried everything including going full bull goat, I go smash mode. Come on, we've all been there. Don't worry, Grandma doesn't judge. Alright, first up, the Prince of Death staff. This staff adds a 10% boost to all death sorceries. Let's see if we need to fear that Reaper. As you can see, this staff is mid when used alone. I guess it gets the job done the same way a Big Mac works when you can't find an In-N-Out. Now, because Ancient Death Ranker also scales with Faith, I decided to test it with the Staff of the Great Beyond as well. I do have 40 points into Faith, but for me though, it just lacks main character energy and might work better for another build. I'm an imp build, and I gotta just roll with it my own way. And I don't know about you, but I know this ain't it. Something's missing. I wonder what it could be.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Just like I thought, this staff is best utilized as an offhand for its passive to boost the sorcery cast in your main using Lusat's. Remember though, not all death sorceries are created equal. Up next, one of my favorites, the Carrion Regal Scepter. I mostly play co-op, and for me that means Ranni's Dark Moon and a Duelist Moonblade are two staples in my spellbook. Paired with a Snow Witch hat, this staff combo gives you an additional 40% bonus to cold damage combined. This makes it a deadly combo for bosses like the Fire Giant and Malekith who, let's say, prefer warmer climates. But switch that bitch to your offhand, grab a Lusat's Glintstone staff, and your inner Elsa will slay. Since I've been playing, I haven't really toyed with many of the fire spells, so having a chance to test out the Gelmir Glintstone staff was a lot of fun, especially when I tested it with Magma Shot. That spell is dope with a side of fries. With Gelmir's Glintstone staff, you get an extra 15% damage when using Lava Sorcery. If you really want to take the heat up a bit, add the Scorpion Fire Charm Talisman to your arsenal for an additional 10% fire damage. I don't know about you, but watching those banished knights flinching in fiery pools of lava like they were glitching to a broken record just hits different. The Gelmir Glintstone staff buffs 4 lava spells: Gelmir's Fury, Rolling Magma, Reichard's Rancor, and the one I tested for this video, Magma Shot, which I had a lot of fun with. By itself, Gelmir's Glintstone staff just didn't satisfy my need to burn it brighter. Even by itself, with no added passive bonus, Lusat's outshined in damage. But I'll tell you what, you put those babies together and grab some weenies and marshmallows, because it's a cookout, and you're invited. On to Gravity. Oh, Gravity, my dearest friend. I am obsessed with Gravity spells and carry 2 in my pocket for those rare and fleeting moments when I get summoned to flap my PvP wings and accept my truth that this grandma is a PvP beast who is not at all above teabagging. The Meteorite staff is an amazing staff in early game, but we already know it's impossible to touch Lusat's deeps, so I just skipped to the good part. The staff has a passive bonus of 30% to all gravitational sorceries, and, like the Staff of Loss, this bonus stacks multiplicatively. It can't be upgraded, so dual wielding will never beat pairing it with Lusat's. Our final staff for this video is a Staff of Loss, and its 30% boost to invisibility spells. I chose Night Comet for this test. By itself, it gets the job done, but this is the only staff I would recommend dual wielding. Because fully maxed out, it has a sorcery scaling at 373, making the base DPS high enough to make this stacking bonus worth it, especially when you weigh it against the 50% extra faith point consumption. Testing this has been a lot of fun, because Grandma learns the hard way so you don't have to. Here's the results for the great fashion debate. I think dropping the 2% to all damage was worth it for the big bang of the Snow Witch hat. What do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And hey, hit that notification button so you don't miss out on the next video. It's been great. See you on the next one.